Okay, exciting stuff. I was going to open some other stuff. However, time has gotten away from me as per usual, and Paldean Fates is here. This is our brand new shiny Pokemon set for the Scarlet and Violet era. We had one for Sun and Moon, we had one for Sword and Shield, and now we're here in the Paldean Gen 9 era. Where are they? Oh, no, they're slightly different colors. So they have three of these 3-pack blisters. This is the first time we're actually getting shiny cards as promos, right? Yeah. I don't think we've ever had baby shinies as promos out of any of these. So these will be the first ones we take a look at. Oh, they did the borders with the sparkle too. Oh, I honestly, I think the borders being hollow was the best thing that they've done in terms of like changes they made for Scarlet and Violet. I will never stop raving about that. But you get 3 packs, you get a sticker, and you get a card. So cool, they're like kind of straying away from pins, trying to do something a bit different, I guess. Stickers are probably a much cheaper option, and that's why I'm guessing maybe they're not doing pins anymore, because I can't remember the last time I've opened one of these products and seen like a mass-produced pin. It's probably a little more expensive to do the metal. But yeah, we've got Maschiff, we've got Fido, and we've got Graveyard, which are all new Pokemon for this generation. I don't know if their evolutions are in the set. I kind of hope so if you're going to give the baby ones in here. But I guess we'll see more of that. I've looked through the list. I have a lot to talk about. I guess without further ado, let's just get everything open so we can see it on the table really quick. 1 second. All right, and we're back. So, I guess just a quick little history before we go diving into all this stuff. There have been 3 sets. The first one was in Sun and Moon. All these sets kind of feature cards featured in the earlier sets from the current era, reprinted as shiny, so you don't really get any new attackers or anything new for the TCG, but you do get fun shiny variants of maybe some Pokemon that you'd be playing in your current deck, so you can kind of bling it out with that. That being said, the main thing with these special features is artwork. There's usually like some trainers, but what they did with Hidden Fates is they added some bigger GX Pokemon, and then you had what were baby shinies, which is like these kind of things. And that's pretty much stayed consistent throughout all of them. You had the Tapus with like weird gold and black finishes. You have some special art trainer cards. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I think Hidden Fates had a really good mix of new and old Pokemon. And I think that's why the set did so well. Because you had some old favorites and then you had some Sun and Moon classics or, new Pokemon that were making waves in the TCG that were also thrown into there. And then you had Sword and Shield, which did pretty much the same thing in terms of the Pokemon Vs getting special ones. I don't think you had V Maxes, right? It was just, no, it was V Maxes, because Charizard V Max is the biggest one. You had Charizard GX being the chase out of the other one. I think Hidden Fates featured a lot of like good legendary shinies. Sword and Shield didn't really do that. It was more so just some older Pokemon, but a lot of like newer ones from the current generation. And then you had the black and gold cards, like the Eternatus V and V Max. And then again, you had some like fun special trainers. And again, that's pretty much it. So what Paldean Fates has done is they've kept the baby shinies. They have now included the EX big shinies, which are the equivalent to your, Pokemon V shiny ones or the Pokemon GX. And then we have art rare shinies. There's baby shiny art rares, and then there's illustrator rare art rares. I think the big 3 are the Charizard, the Mew, and the Gardevoir. But I think that's it. I think my one big complaint with Paldean Fates is that there's not a ton of actual like illustrator cards. Like, I'm glad we got some in, but I think if they went a little bit harder and made less of like I think it was like a Clodsire EX and like a lot of those, if they would have done more art rares of them, I think this set might be a little bit more chasey, but I feel like people are just going to really hunt those few cards. That's really it. However, I will say I think they've done a better job than Shining Fates of actually incorporating in Pokemon from a plethora of generations. Yes, there's a lot from Scarlet and Violet, but from looking through the baby shinies, there's so many more Pokemon that are just from like randomly Gen 4 or maybe the Gen 3, Gen 5. Like, there's a lot of fun stuff, so you can kind of chase a Pokemon that maybe you really like. Whereas I feel like Hidden Fate, or with, his Shining Fates, God, I hate that these names are so similar. Shining Fates is a little bit tougher, just because all the Pokemon were new, and if you didn't really latch on anything from this new generation, sorry you didn't have much other than like a cool looking Lapras, and maybe like that Suicune little baby art rare. I saw there's an Entei art rare in this, so I definitely want that. I have the Suicune, I do not have the Entei. Interesting, the Entei is not holding nearly as high as the Suicune was. Maybe that probably has gone down from when I first saw it, but I guess without further ado, let's take a look at these, and I have a bit more to break down as we're opening the packs if we have time to talk. I'll probably talk more about it in the next video I do, which is going to be the ETB. The only products we've gotten so far in this first wave are the 3-packs and the ETB from Pokemon Center and the ones that are just in normal stores. I kind of want to talk a bit more just about market with the next one, but this I kind of want to focus just more on the product because we have a little bit less and I haven't seen much of it, so I kind of want to just do this brief overview of these versus dive into that. So without further ado, let's check out the stickers. Very cool hollow foil on the stars. They're kind of huge. I think they'd be good on like a notebook or whatever if you got someone who's interested in it. I will say these are not my favorites out of Scarlet and Violet. Fido's really cute. I will say that's pretty nice. Graveard neat too. I didn't know his shiny was gold. Looks pretty dope. But of Scarlet Violet Pokemon, these three are not my favorites, so not the best thing to have in these 3-pack blisters for me personally. They also updated the TCG Live codes, which is interesting. These are already going to be redeemed. Sorry. So what do we got on here now? We have... Okay, so we have all the ratings on this, so I guess they could just print them all in one. Interesting. And then we've updated it, so it's finally Scarlet and Violet on the front of it, instead of still having battle styles printed on it. I think it's the first time I changed up the code cards, to be honest. I'm assuming they'll be the same in the packs. So next up, let's go through the cards themselves. Ooh, okay, texturing's pretty sweet. We've got kind of the sun and moon sort of wave pattern going on, interestingly enough. We are not sticking with the sideways lines. We're going with more of the wavy coming across. So that's your Maschiff. And I don't know what set he's from because it's not going to actually tell you because these are actual promos. The Fido, which also... Yeah, I feel like that's this weird, like, whatever waviness is going on. Not like the pattern of the streaks, but like, just, I don't know how to explain. More the pattern in the background feels more like the Japanese baby shinies that we've gotten in the past. Which, again, a lot of this era has been them updating things to look more like the Japanese cards. And then we got our little Graveard with this flame blowing. Oh, it's kind of glowing yellow too. I like that with the purple accent. Very nice. I am happy to get more of these baby shinies. I think this is just so much better than having those yellow borders. The silver really does even help these pop as well. So that's pretty cool. Something about it just felt very cheap looking back at like even Hidden Fates ones. They just feel very, very cheap. These feel premium, you know? It feels like you got a special hit. So, yeah, these are some of the Pokemon featured on the front. That's really cool, and I'm assuming he only got a baby. Like, why didn't you do more? I guess you couldn't because he doesn't have a card yet that's an actual EX. But still, more like EXs like that I feel like could have benefited from art, illustration, rare stuff. And with these, I think your pulls are in the same kind of spot. So I will say the new things they added with this, other than the illustration ones, like I said, they had the Eternatus, and then in the generation prior, they had the Tapus. This one has, I think it's like the legendary, I don't know what you call them, like the Chen Pao, all of them. I'll put that on the screen. I don't know exactly what it's called. I didn't even catch them in the main game, but that's a topic for another time. And then it's the 2 box legendaries. They get this weird, like, green and gold, almost like elevated texture, which is cool. And as you can see, there are reprinting certain cards like Rare Candy and stuff, so you'll see a lot of that kind of similar stuff in there. I guess, yeah, you will still have some new Pokemon, I suppose, right? Because I think that's new for sure. This guy's a reprint. I know we've seen this Raichu before. Or no, that's going to be interesting. I mean, as we see hollows, I'll definitely be able to tell a bit better. But out of that one, I'm not really sure. So that's pretty much the worst kind of pack you could have. Also, I just want to check out the artwork a little bit more. Again, haven't seen a lot of these shinies, so really cool to get these as like cover arts. That's also awesome. Man, I really should have shiny hunted more out of the this generation. Paldean student, oh god, rule box, reveal it, put it into your hand. For each Paldean student card, not including this card in your discard pile, you may search for additional Pokemon? What? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so we are getting some new trainers, which is nice. Oh, and this is definitely new Pokemon art. I haven't seen a bunch of these. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we are getting a bit more just new Pokemon. He's just an uncommon. Oh, we get Pidgeotto. Oh, right, because Pidgeot gets a big art. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, let's see if we get more out of this. I'm not sure. Okay. And I think you do still get, like, normal EXs out of it. They are reprint EXs, like, and I know Hidden Fates had them. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've pulled the normal Indeedee, and I've wanted to cry. But there's Pidgeotto. The colors look so good on him. I know he's a tough shiny because he just looks slightly off, but, yep, and there's the new star. It's kind of like an open hollow one when it's the new baby shiny. That's the new indicator symbol. Very nice. All right, I'm going to put him into the pile. And then I think we got, 7 to go? Yeah, this. I don't think I'm going to be able to cram in what I want to talk about with the rest of the market with this. Let's just kind of go through it and just enjoy what's in here. And I kind of want to re-up on some of the cards if I see things. Haven't seen that Numel before. Oinkalone, cool. Camera up, my boy. Discard a fighting energy of this Pokemon? Oh, that's... okay, so I have to play him in like a double deck. Okay, cool. So like reprinting stuff like this, that's very good. And, Golden Go. Yeah, I heard he was coming. I thought he was coming in the next set. Okay, so I guess some cards that seem to be in the new Japanese set in another place are getting put into here. I think when Japan does it, they tend to print more of the hollows from older gens, but these look like brand new ones, actually, which is kind of cool. I'm into it. Nice. So we get these guys a little early. Well, I guess not early. We're getting around the same time though, which is definitely helping because I know the next mainline set for Japan is already released. Oh my God, you get Ionos out of here. That makes sense because I know there's a special art of it. Oh, this set is so good for competitive stuff. Hey, Clive. Okay, what is this, like a double star rare? Very sweet. Reveal your hand, draw 2 cards for each supporter card you find there. Okay. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, that's his like undercover. What is the thing with the like hello fellow students or fellow kids or whatever the fuck? He reminds me of that. Again, I'll put the meme on the screen. Very nice. Okay, so that's our first full art trainer. Very nice. I know. Again, I think the Iono is the big one that everyone's looking for. In terms of like the special art ones, and it's just interesting too. There's so many like baby shinies that are holding at like $5 right now, which is interesting. I'm sure that'll drop, but like in terms of day one, like there's just a lot. That's a lot of baby shinies, and they're all like $5 plus right now, which is crazy. Let's keep it going a little lower here. But I think there's a lot more baby shinies that people are interested in this set, so I think that's for sure helping. Again, I don't know. I mean, I think that's what you need, right? Like, it's cool to show off the new art because there are people who like the new Pokemon, but the things that get people actually like trying to collect it are the old stuff. Because again, that's sadly what brings in certain collectors. I don't really care. Print the new stuff like all you want, but like I think it is good to put a splash of those older things because you need like a fan favorite or like a nice reminisce card or just one that like hasn't gotten a printing in a while in terms of a shiny. Like I saw there's a Spiritomb in here. I'm all on board for that. Hell yeah. And I know he's got a good ability, so it's cool that he's in there. And this is what we're saying. You just get normal EXs thrown into the mix. So again, yeah, like even if you need to pad it out and do like double the amount of baby shinies and do like half of them Gen 9 and the other half old, perfect. I'd love to like see the ratio. I should really like do a ratio out of old versus new at the last set and the new one. Maybe I'll do that research in between these videos. But let's keep going. More generators, let's go. We're not getting as many baby shinies as I thought we would out of this. Honestly, a lot more duds. So the pull rate isn't as... Okay, I think it's on par with the last set. From what I'm seeing so far, that seems about right. Considering how much like Shining Fates I've opened cheap, and I haven't even seen too many of the big full art ones. Yeah, this seems about on par. If we can get like one more before this is over, that'd be kind of nice. Or like a big guy. Putting 2 pneumonia cards and discard in your hand, sure. No, man, we're not getting jack. And then, yep, just a Toad's Cruel, which, again, reprint card. It does have the new set on it, so you know what it's from. I was curious if they're going to do, like, Paldean Fates on it or do the original set that it's from. But I think that's how it's worked in the past, too, because, like, it is a printing in here. I don't know if that moves its regulation marker up or not, but I think no. I think usually it's just kind of the marker's held to wherever the original print was. No. Oh, wait, do we have a baby? I think we got Abra, boy. Let's go. And nothing else in the back. We got a Houndstone. We got the Executor again, and we got that. Oh, we did get a little Abra. Again, you could really tell, I think, that his color is not as dark as it normally is. He's always a tough shiny to see. Oh, that's cool. Okay. You know what? Not the best out of these 3-pack ones, but that's a good start. This has me really interested to open the next one and get more of this set because there is just so much cool in here. Oh, okay, I'm excited. I wasn't like super hyped about this, I think, until I finally looked at this list today. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be the ETB. Maybe I'll throw something in between. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys pulled early. I didn't know what to expect out of this, but this seems about average for the rates I was expecting. Chase cards are not going to come as easy as I thought. Because you always see that everyone's posting like, oh, I got the Charizard, I got the this, I got the that. It's like, yeah, but only the people who got it are posting, and that's all you're going to see. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll do a little recap on what this should be. Also, I want to point out, too, Walmart had this stupid overpriced. Do not buy these from Walmart by any means. Find them at your local shop or somewhere that's going to have it for a good price. I just wanted it for the video, and I was desperate, and I didn't think I'd be able to find another way. I want to get this out pretty early, so yeah. Without further ado, guys, see you in the next one. Peace.